Life is made of patterns. The meals we cook, the miles we move, the nights we sleep through. Or don't. Each moment leaves a trace, a signal. Our bodies are always speaking. Every heartbeat, every breath, every morning run, all of it tells a story about where we've been and where we're going. In the past, those signals have been scattered, easy to miss, hard to piece together. But when we bring them into focus, something shifts. What was noise becomes knowledge. What was hidden becomes clear. And that clarity opens the door to living better, not out of fear, but out of possibility. Not waiting for problems, but finding new ways to feel stronger, healthier, more alive.
Hello, and welcome. This is an exciting time for all of us at Hims & Hers, and a transformational moment for personal healthcare. Today, we're announcing a whole new experience that gives you a more proactive role in maintaining your health. At Hims & Hers, we see a future that is designed to help you find the care you need, simple and easy. These days, we hear too many stories from people about medical conditions that should have been detected earlier. Diagnostics today are more detailed and more cutting edge than ever before, allowing for deeper levels of knowledge and understanding. Your resources shouldn't determine how proactive you can be about your health. This is what drives my overall mission at Hims & Hers. A strong belief that medical innovation should be widely accessible to everyone. People should have a better and more complete, more actionable way to manage and maintain their health, to easily detect warning signs, and to see deeper and further into issues or hidden symptoms. So today, we're proud to announce a completely new level of care through Hims & Hers. We call it Labs. Labs by Hims & Hers is the most accessible, actionable, proactive healthcare experience custom built for you. Through Labs, you can quickly find a nearby health center to get your blood drawn. And within days, your results with a more complete picture of your health are simply and clearly provided in a format that's easy to understand. You'll be able to see areas where you're doing well, areas where you can improve, and any area of concern. And Labs goes far beyond the results of your tests. Independent providers on our platform offer treatment plans and lifestyle recommendations based on your unique needs, all available through Hims & Hers. This is a complete and considered experience, from testing to treatment to feeling great. To tell you how it works, here's Deirdre.
Thanks, Andrew. Labs is a giant step forward in total proactive preventative healthcare. Today, it's really hard to get a full picture of your health. Where do I stand? How am I doing? And then when it comes time to take a blood test, that process is a mystery. And then if you do get a test, those tests are just not as comprehensive or as advanced as they could be. Well, that all changes right now with Labs by Hims & Hers. Through our app, you can easily find a location near you to get samples taken for testing. It's quick and simple. So I just got my blood taken at a nearby health center, and my results are in the app. I'm excited to check them out. We have a Hers app and a Hims app, so let's jump into Hers. It all starts right here with Insights. At the top, I see a personal message giving me an overview and an overall snapshot of my health. I can see how my biomarkers are performing, which are really important indicators of different parts of my health. What's optimal, what's okay, and what's out of range. And then I can see these key areas of my health that need attention. And then there's an action plan ready to help me improve. Scrolling down, I can see a breakdown of my results by health area. So where do I stand with things like heart health, metabolic health, all with simple explanations and their status. And then here, I can see my biological age. So this is really great because this shows me where do I stand in my overall physiological health. And it looks like I'm just a little older than I should be, so I've got some room to improve. Now let's go back up And let's go a little bit deeper. So let's click into heart health. Here I have a personalized message from a provider, and that's written by a real doctor, and it clearly explains what's going on with my heart health and why. And if I scroll down, I can see my biomarkers clearly grouped and their performance status. Let's go back up. So my LDL cholesterol is a concern. Let's check out what that means. If I click in, I see a message with more detail and an explanation with a really quick visualization of where I sit in range. Now I know what LDL cholesterol actually is. Okay, let's go back. Let's check out a different one. Let's go to my hormone health. Okay, so this looks good. My estrogen levels are in range, and scrolling down again, I see biomarkers listed according to status. It's clear, it's simple. Let's go back to insights. And I can also see a look at all of my biomarkers across every category. This is like an overall personal database where I can view everything by different filters and different health areas. It's versatile, it's comprehensive. Now that I've seen my results, let's go to my action plan. So this is something we're super excited about because your action plan is where all your test results become actionable. For the very first time, people can connect areas of concern with what they can do to get things on track with clinically backed recommendations. So going down, I can see what needs attention in my health and why it matters, and all that information is here. My metabolic health, my heart health, and recommendations for healthy habits in nutrition, exercise, and sleep. It's all clearly displayed and easy to understand. So up here, for example, there's a suggestion to improve my metabolic health with treatment. And I can tap on that to learn more. And here's where I can see a personalized recommendation from a provider about why this medication is right for me to improve my metabolic health and how to actually get started. With a click, I get a digital consultation with insights about possible treatments. I then enter details about my medical history, key areas of my health, my lifestyle and habits, and then I can add personalized preferences. Finally, a professional provider evaluates my submission and recommends an appropriate treatment. And I'm set to go. Now I can see that my action plan is updated to in progress. So that means I'm on my way to improving my cholesterol, and the next time I test, hopefully I see those levels change. With Labs, you can get tested every year or every 6 months, and Labs offers ways to get tested even more frequently. It's all custom designed around you. As Andrew said, Labs is truly transformational. It marks a major advancement in proactive healthcare, and we're excited to bring that to you. Now back to Andrew.
Thank you, Deirdre. At Hims & Hers, we work in deep collaboration with expert doctors and practitioners. Professional providers have helped us develop every facet of Labs to make it both more human and innovative. To tell you more, here's Dr. Pat.
Thank you, Andrew. Everything at Hims & Hers is the result of science and innovation intersecting with human connection. We know that labs have always been the cornerstone of decision-making in primary care. Today, 70% of all treatments and plans are based on lab results. With labs and all the resources at Hims & Hers, we take this to a more personal and proactive level. We can offer a rich analysis across a number of health issues, and we plan to expand the analysis even further in the future to give you an even more comprehensive picture of your health. 2 yearly panels with over 120 biomarker tests that measure heart health, metabolic health, thyroid, and hormone health, and then turn these measurements into an action plan. Our network extends to over 2,000 physicians and nurse practitioners. And with our collaborations with pharmaceutical innovators, we can offer the best the healthcare industry has to offer. In effect, we're building a whole new model with a seamless connection between lab work analysis, medical diagnoses, prescriptions, supplements, and lifestyle guidance. A model based on the success of every individual, targeted, custom designed, and personalized, giving people a more proactive role in understanding their total health. And there's so much more on the way. Now back to you, Andrew.
Thank you, Pat. Our depth of medical expertise and collaboration has helped us find new and innovative ways to push the Hims and Hers experience to an even higher level. Labs will have two options, a base option and an advanced option. Both ensure you have the access to leading standards of care and treatment. Base starts with 50 biomarker tests. Advanced goes further, measuring twice a year with over 120 biomarker tests across 10 key categories. When your provider reviews your results, our platform uses the latest in machine learning and AI technology. This means identifying personalized treatment options in real time, with providers able to recommend the best path forward for your care. Imagine not just getting a second opinion, but 1,000. We're leveling the playing field, offering access to as many people as possible. The true democratization of healthcare. Both plans are available today. We are actively exploring more innovation to enhance the overall proactive care experience with Hims and Hers. Innovations such as in-home testing devices, additional options for biomarker tests including rare disorders, environmental toxins, bone health, brain health, and advanced diagnostics that detect chronic diseases, over 100 types of cancer, and genetic risk markers for life-threatening conditions. These are tests that could cost thousands of dollars elsewhere, and we plan to offer them at a fraction of that price. We are honored to lead the way toward a new era of personal, proactive care, where the most advanced innovations in the medical world are accessible and personalized for you. And this is just the beginning. Thank you, and have a great day.